Ah. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm exploding. Hello, Nice. What's up? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get closer to the microphone. How are you doing? I will be a bit less talkative than usual because I'm still struggling with sickness. I got sick on Friday, and yesterday was the worst. Saturday was not too bad, but now I'm fighting it. This should be the last couple of days I have to struggle with this. Yeah, I got rid of most of the sickness, but some is still there. Hey Shushu, what's up? Oh, speaking of coincidences, Shushu, I got sick. It's been only 4 days, but every time I just remember that I'm sick, I keep thinking about you and the time you got ice cream while you were sick. Yeah, our house was kinda weird. We did everything we wanted. We got the mussels and fries, but our oldest sister is not home. She's the only one who's not sick or coughing or anything in the house. I mean, now it's just me and my mother. My mother's not home yet. But yeah, yesterday the three of us had something. I was sick. My sister had some, I think it was chest problems, chest pains. And our mother has been coughing for like the last 4 months. But she believes, and I think she's on the right track. She knows the reason why. So at least there's that. Our sister, yeah, she went to the doctor today, so it's not too bad. Maybe it's due to the way, to her, bad posture, due to perhaps the bed. And in my case, I just got a cold. It's not anything scary, but still. Yeah, our older sister is lucky. She's avoided it. But to be fair, she was sick last week. That's the reason I got some medicine. Them drill, It's a nice little, it's like a little candy. Usually we go for a lemon flavored, but they didn't have any lemon flavored. Well, they did, but that was not what I was looking for. And I was struggling to be social, so I decided to just go with any version of drill they had. And it was honey. Not my favorite flavor. I don't mind it. But I'm really glad I got them last week because they've been helping me. As soon as I got home, I made some hot cocoa. Whew. That and nice crepes. Our mother made I guess you call this the batter crepes yesterday, and I made some with chocolate and banana. Oh, so good. But yeah, that's the story of this week so far. It's been only one day since the week started, but it's already a struggle. What's up, Hyper? I didn't notice sooner. Yay! He is the copy ability itself. Copy was introduced in Kirby Superstar, as in the copy ability, and I figured it would be great for one of them to just be a wild card. And of course, Lost One was perfect for this. And yes, you can see him just watch Proud One for a bit longer than you should. Then you see the sword materializing in his hand, and you see his eyebrow lowering, just like Proud One always has one angry eyebrow. But then he stops immediately, looks at Bitter One, and is like, okay, I'm gonna copy you too now. And that's why they have the standoff thing, because that's something Bitter One always does. It's a trope with those characters, the Yakuza type characters, as people have been calling that. Or they're always like, looking for trouble, trying to start shit with anyone. You're like, oh, what are you looking at? Like the gangsta type of character. So Lost One does just that. He has the squatting pose, and Bitter One does the intimidating pose, looking down at his opponent. And Lost One is looking up like, what are you looking? Oh, what do you want? You want to sell something? You want some shit? They both have the same personality now, and that's why when they fight, Lost One uses a whip, because he's been copying everything about Bitter One. That's his thing. I think it's nice. That way, eventually, it's never gonna happen, but just imagine if they have a big fight, the general can just say, Lost One, let's team up together. So the two of them can have the staff ability. And it's always fun when you have a fight partner who uses the same techniques as you. You can make for some nice combos and combinations. But that's why I went with this. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Don't mind me. Oh. Longer than 30 minutes because class got cancelled? Ah, damn. Do you have anything to make time go faster, like a book or something that you can read? I think those eyes are... Nah, I think they're good. This stream. Oh. But I guess that can be entertaining. What's up, Blazer? Yeah. Anything goes now that class has been cancelled. Oh. Let me tell you, today was kinda weird as well because I don't like this weather at all. Winter is my least favorite season, but this weather is like a sick joke. I get it, sick joke. Because it's sunny, but there's a lot of wind and it's super cold. So I don't know how to feel about this, and I don't like it. This is really mean. And spring cannot come any faster than this. I don't like that. Old man gets mad at weather conditions. But yesterday I didn't do anything. I think I didn't do much on... No, I did do something on Saturday. But yesterday I didn't do anything with Kirby Guardian. I was feeling really bad. But I decided, you know what? Today I'm gonna power through it and try to get some frames done, so... On Saturday I got every single... I finished the sketch pass of this clip. This is clip 11. Clip 12 has been done already, so I have clip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm just missing 13 because I also have 12. So it's this clip, then another one, and this part is completed. And after this part is completed, the episode will be at 60% completion. It's not until 2 PM. Oh, I believe it's 2 hours from now, right? I cannot remember that because back when I was at my other school, that started, my class started at, 6 PM. And we had time to chat, you and I, and it was during lunchtime for you. So I think, yeah, that's just about okay. That was a good time. I like that school. I like those two schools. That was the first time in my life, except for, you know, art classes in middle school and elementary school, I suppose. That was the only time where I was participating in a class that's only dedicated to drawing, and that was always fun. But of course, those schools were better because it was more advanced, you know, and it was, well, just for one of them, exclusive. Yeah, it was only digital for one of those classes, so that was a nice change. I was not used to that. Wow, an entire school just dedicated to the drawing and stuff. I mean, I know that's a thing, I always knew that was a thing. Yeah, it's just that I never really got a chance to just be in one. That was great. Oh. Did you get that message from someone you know? Someone who was also hacked prior to this? I know it's too late to say that, but in any place where I could eventually get a link, I make sure not to click that unless I know who the person is. And even if I know who the person is, I try to make sure, you know, they haven't been hacked or they haven't been like behaving strangely recently. I remember many years from now, that's the opposite. Many years ago from now is usually when you talk about the future. Anyways, many years ago, there was this one thing on Discord where people would be sending messages to friends saying, oh, you know, I made this new video game. You want to play my video game? Please click the link and give me feedback on my video game. But the person was already hacked, and they were in fact not making a video game. And yeah, that I can understand. But it's usually when it's on other places like Twitter or YouTube or whatever, yeah, avoid clicking any link. You never know. Because I don't know how these people do it, but you know, I don't know if they're smart enough to do the most basic thing when it comes to interacting with other people who happen to be friends of the person they hacked. Because the most logical thing in this situation would be to try to look at previous messages and see how people interact with each other, how they call each other and how they speak and whatever. Because if out of the blue you receive a message from me that says, LOL, have you seen this video? So cringe. Like, bruh. Crying emoji. If you see something like this, that's not me. Just be alarmed. That's a faker, right? The only emojis I use are the purple heart, pinch emoji, you know, the this one, and you know, the purple heart, and I use a special heart for a special somebody. And other than that, you know, I just maybe like do the little thingy and the little bat and the little I never do the XD thingy. I do this one because a friend of mine used to do that all the time, and you know, I picked up on that. I'm not usually one to use most of those, you know, That is rare now. That was more like when I was 20 years old. That I do that more recently for some reason. But yeah, it's usually those things. You know, if you don't see that every 3 message, that's not me. Be on the lookout for fakers. You know what I mean? Then it's a fake, yeah, pretty much. Always be careful with what happens online and stuff. You never know who's on the other side, you know? Next thing you know, you've clicked a link and now you owe money to some prince in Africa, and you know, they ask you to give them money every month. That was a weird way to pronounce that. How did I say it? Africa, I said. Africa, I meant. I look back with new password, so hopefully that stops the hacker from using Twitter account. There was also this stupid decision of removing the two-factor authentication for Twitter. I don't understand that. I mean, of course I do. You know, when a company does something, it's always because, ooh, money, haha, ooh. Now you have to pay for Twitter Blue if you want your account to be safe. Fart noises, that's all I hear. But it's such a lame decision. Why? Why would anyone do that? Hey, Aurel! Hello! I was hanging out in Aurel's stream today as I was sick and trying to fight the sickness, making hot cocoa and shit. That was great. I'm just gonna focus on something that's not really interesting to do, just emotes like that, but at least it's done. It's usually busy work I do offline, but today I don't even know if I want to do animation. I will, don't you worry. It's just that I'm feeling kinda today, so I don't know what I want. It's gonna have some hearts here. Where is the heart? See, that's all of my mopes. Oh, sorry. I'm good. Then I am no. Yeah. I mean, you know, for these people, it's just their pastime. You know, they think it's really funny and ooh, I hacked somebody today. It's like, great, dude. Like it really is annoying to have to be always on the lookout for stuff like this happening eventually, but that's how things must be if you want to avoid problems in the near future. Always, even outside, you know, it's not just online, it's not just an online thing, so you never know what people will do or can do. It's kind of scary. It's just that online, people don't really have, you know, they don't have to deal with the consequences of the bullshit they do, so they just go for it and, oh, who cares? It's online, dude. It's their excuse. It's the internet. You should be aware of that. That's such a lame and stupid excuse. And that's what usually people go with. Doesn't make any sense, because it's not just because you're on the internet that now you have to do stupid shit, you know. That's something you wanted to do since the beginning, and now that you have now that there's not gonna be no repercussion for anything you do, it's just you doing that. Like, yeah, okay, it's the internet, sure, whatever. It's silly. But I hope that fixed the situation. Blazer, I hope did you say you changed your password? Or just dream that? Yeah, with the new password. Hopefully that can help a little bit. Despite the internet hiccups? Oh mate, don't you worry. Last stream I had was just nonsensical. So many frame drops. Then on Saturday, I was trying to do some tests. My internet was freaking out. I have no idea why. It happens sometimes, but I would prefer if I would know why it happens. No mate, that was back in 2017. That was chaos. My internet was just not willing to work, so I can relate to that. Don't you worry about this. This happens, you know. Shushu can attest to that. I have had streams where I would sound like I was underwater, sounding like a JPEG, and you know, lagging every time. And then when I would ask people, oh, can you press 1 in chat just so I know if there's a delay, I wouldn't get a response. Like 10 minutes. So that was you know, it's not me like playing who's got the biggest, you know. I'm not saying like, oh, you know, I've had it worse or whatever. I'm just saying that it's alright, it just happens. I mean, you know, it just happens. It's whatever. Sometimes when I have streams that have 1,000 hiccups and I just decide to finish them earlier than intended, I try to tell myself that at least I got most of what I wanted to do completed, and being live helped me work a bit faster on that. I was staying focused on what I was working on, and I can always continue that after the stream, you know, after a nice shower or a nice meal. So yeah, it's not a wasted time or wasted day or anything. It's like, it happens. Yay! You like it? I wanted to have this one. I really hope I can keep this background for my stream. The statues will just change depending on what I'm working on when it comes to Hero. Of course, for Kirby Guardian, it's still going to be those two statues. But then the more I work on Hero, I would like to just have that. I have the statues change and not tell anyone. Oh, new statues today. Oh, great. Yeah, they're here to stay. I really hope I can do everything I want with Hero. I know I keep bringing that up and stuff, but yeah, that would be great. I hope I can do that. Please. Hey. I was there ever since the constant frame drop. The good old days. That was fun. You know, I look back at those with a giggle and a little hee hee hee. That's a giggle also. That's not two different things. That's the same thing. But you know what I mean. Yeah, that was fun times. And now look at me, I'm having like semi-decent streams. After what? How long has it been? 8 years, I think? No, 7 years. I think my first stream was in 2015. Oh, see, it was 8 years. Oh. my. Time flies. Woo. Alright. So of course this is all laggy, it's alright. I can get rid of those. Oh! I have some breakdowns here and there, so it's gonna be easier. This stream is gonna go for longer today. If I can go for 2 hours from now, that would be great. You know, I'm all alone at home, feeling a bit lonely. Yeah, I'll see. Yep, we're over 20 now. That's the life we live in. Sorry. Cleaning my little hands after blowing me nose. You know? Oop. I'm really looking forward to what's gonna happen in my life after this episode is finished. Excuse me. Because after this episode is done, I'll work more hours, and then I'll be able to see if I can survive with the amount I'll be making. I think I should be able to survive. I've been talking to other coworkers who have this job. I don't know how to qualify that. You know, it's the same job, but you have a different role in the company. How do you call that? Because instead of just 2 hours and only making salads for people, after the 2 hours of food service and whatever, of serving food and delicious meals, I'll be cutting all the meat and the cheese for the next day. Food right now, you know, if you could get it depends what type of food. If you can go for soup, I would yeah, I would recommend soup, but I don't know if you can have access to that, or if you have access to this either. Hmm. 2-4 hours is great. I mean, on my streams, I've mostly, I think my average streaming time has always been 3 hours. Sometimes I get a little bit crazy, right? I go for like 5 or 7 hours. Then I hear the birds chirping in my ear. I look at the time and it's already 7 a.m. And I'm wondering whether or not I should get dinner. And I stop and realize that this is technically not dinner anymore, but this is breakfast. That was great. That was in May in 2020, I think. I had that long stream during, I think it was the weekend, yeah. Or no, it was not. Was it? I think it was. But anyways, I finished at 7 a.m. after hearing birds chirping. I said, you know, I'm gonna call it. You know, I'm gonna go to sleep and stuff. I took a shower. I was deciding whether or not I should get some food, and then my mother got up. She was like, "You've been streaming all night," and all I can say is, yes, that, yeah. I have nothing else to say. I was. I like my mom, she's cool with this. It's like when I was uploading the last episode and she told me, you know, good luck and stuff for your whatever you're uploading. I said, thanks, I should be done in a couple hours from now. And she gets up during the night. You're still not done? No, I'm just finishing things real quick. But I should be done in 2 hours from now. And it's 7 a.m. and she has to wake up to go to work. You're not done yet? No, I just finished now. I'm going to bed now. Good night. That last episode was I'm really happy how it turned out. I'm still annoyed that I couldn't get it in 4K. And I will never forget how long it took for it to render. How many times I had to watch that episode over and over to just find the little glitches that my software would sometimes add for some reason. Oh, that was special. Till 8 a.m. now. Oh, but yeah, technically you wake up even earlier than that. In your case, it's waking up super early, or technically super late, I don't know, and then up until 8. I could not do that. I really could not do that. I could, but I would hate myself for it. Can I want some? Soup is really good. I mean, I'll stop talking about soup since you cannot get soup. It's kind of like saying like, oh, can you get some pie? No, I cannot. Oh, that's so bad because pie is great, you know? That sugar, those fruits, that's fresh and delicious. If you can get apple pie, oh, you'd be so happy. Oh, but you cannot, sorry, you know? I don't want to be an ass like that. But soup is really good. Minestrone is my favorite. My sister showed me that one day. I mean, she didn't really show me that soup. She just used to buy it a lot. She still does, but I think I buy more than her now. It has changed my life. All I drink and eat now is just like sandwiches from work or salads, soup, and I drink San Pellegrino, it's sparkling water. It's been what, 4 years I think, or 5 years since I've been addicted to this. At some point I was considering whether or not I should be sponsored. You know, I have one of my characters in my show drink that from time to time, and in exchange I have free samples every month. How about that? Get some food? Okay. Oh, tofu. I should try that one day. Soup with some tofu cubes. Let's see how it looks so far. It should be back, just backing up, you know what I mean? Like, here. Like, whoa. It doesn't look good. Okay, that's better. It's gonna be stretching, so it looks a bit jarring when it goes from a perfect circle to an oval here, but it's gonna be stretching slowly. Like, and this is gonna be a smear, so I just want it to be one frame. Yes. I'm also going to prioritize more quiet loops today. Music really changes how I behave, and I really want to stay well, I want to maintain this slow energy I have going on right now. Bootleg ramen, I love this. Should do the same, because even now at home I bought cup noodles. One day I should try to make my own bootleg ramen. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, last time I talked about this I actually lied because I forgot. I have yet another food I need to try before I implode like the sun. I need to try ramen. I've never had ramen ever. And that is on my list. That and Smurf flavored ice cream. Those two things are on my list right now. I had poutine couple of... yeah, that was last month. My first poutine. It was a bit dry, but... still good. I could unleash my inner... how do you call Québécois in English? Folks come from Quebec. My inner Québécois energy. Yeah, I've had instant ramen, but I really want the big bowl with everything. The vegetables and the meat, and the egg, the little Naruto, everything in a restaurant as well. I need this. Because I've had the little cups that I can buy at the store, but it's different. That's good since. Oh, that's a good sign. That is a good sign. I definitely want to try other things. I'm really happy with the cupcakes I've made. After 3 years of having everything I needed to make them, I could finally fulfill this objective. Make cupcake for that one part in that one episode of that one series you're making. Now it's over. My sisters cannot make fun of me anymore for not making cupcakes after 3 years of buying everything I needed. But I want to try something as well. When I'm working on Hero, I will be making a shit ton of pies, that's for sure. But first, I just want to try a butterscotch pie. You know, like the one in Untertool. Until, right? I want to try that. Because I've reached a point where if I want to try something, I can just cook it now. I can just bake it, rather. I can make that. I have the power. Nintendo power. That's also on my list. I love the term bootleg ramen so much. Yeah. Now I think I'll try to have some small objectives in life like that. Just silly things like cooking something in particular or visiting one place. Now that I've been to England, right? The next destination I would like to go to will be Scotland. But I'm afraid I won't be able to understand anyone speaking because they have a very strong accent, these people. But one of my sister went there a couple years ago and she had a blast there. Our older sister visits, Manchester a lot. Actually, the two of them went to Manchester together once. And I'm just there, not leaving the house. I don't know. I'll just see how life goes after this episode. And then I could, if I can afford to spend... Because that's the thing. When I usually take days off from work, it's always because I'm working on a big shot for this series and I want to spend all my week on it. So I would feel bad just taking days off just to visit some place. I mean, of course I would take my computer with me and work, but still. Yeah, but I'm working on this thing where I should be visiting the place I'm in. And it's like, yeah, I'm visiting the place I'm in, but I took some days off so that I should use them to work. It's gonna be difficult for me to just be in the good mindset. I just love what I'm doing too much. And everything kinda has to be dedicated to that, otherwise I won't be happy or something. This is stupid. This is a stupid thing. But so my brain works. I just want to be happy making silly animations. And if there's something telling me, no, you cannot do the silly animation, I'm just like, I turn into the Kulk. It's not quite the Hulk, it's the Kulk with a K at the beginning. Oh no, watch out! It's the Kulk! Yeah, I know why this looks weird. Just because the staff is already here. When it should be there. Yeah, it still looks kind of weird, but gonna have that disappear. Yes. Here we go. Technically, this shouldn't take too long to make, this entire clip. Longer than the previous one, that's for sure. I don't really remember how long the previous one took. I think it took a little less than 3 weeks. I was on a roll for that clip. the one I was working on last week, yeah, that's already been done. And I don't know, I was on something else. I don't know what they put in the water, but I was really quick when with this one. I mean, I say that, but at the same time, it's the exact same clip with the longest thing of the entire episode yet. And I'm happy with how it turned out. That was a really ambitious shot, you know, the Adeline and the butterfly shot, that was really ambitious, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Still, too long. And I'll do it again. It's the thing with animation. You want to, you're planning something. You're thinking in your head, oh, this is gonna look great. I'm gonna have so much fun working on that. You work on it, and the more you work on it, the more you hate yourself for just putting yourself through that. Why am I doing this to myself? And it's struggling, and it's almost completed, and you don't feel like working on that ever again, but you try to power through it. Then you finish it, and you're so happy with it. And your brain goes, that was fun, let's do that again, hell yeah! And you do that again. It's like you forget every time all the struggles that went into this one animation that's lasting, what, 4 seconds or something? It's fun. I like that. I really do. I really like animating. I know some people don't. It's understandable. It's tedious, it's boring, it takes time, and while you could just make a little story in a couple of panels in a comic, you can spend 2 months on the same thing, just in animation form. But still, I've always preferred actual movement. What I like, spending time on facial expressions, emotes and everything. I also like the movements. Not only the facial movement, like the mouth and everything, just how the character behaves, how they act and everything. You can have characters with similar personalities, but all it takes would be different behaviors, and I wouldn't say that's enough, but that's already different enough for them to, for the audience to know that they're different people, you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm talking about, I swear. I like the movement, I like being able to replicate something, have an idea and see it exactly turn out the way I had it in mind, or sometimes even better. That's super rewarding, and I really enjoy this. Back with food, yes. Exactly. For some reason, the pain goes away after some days off. Which I guess is why taking breaks is important. While I usually just power through everything I want to do, sometimes I know I need to take a little break, because sometimes I would be working on something and friends or coworkers would say, oh, you know, you want to drink and stuff, hang out, and I go, nah, I'm gonna finish this thing I'm working on, this is a big shot, you know. But now I try to just accept the offer more and more, because when I come back to this animation after enjoying, you know, some time off with friends or co-workers and whatnot, I feel motivated to work on this thing. I go, okay, I had a blast, that was great. Oh, but there's this thing, it's not done yet. Well, today's the day. I'm super motivated to continue it. there was times where the opposite would be happening. Instead of being pumped to work on that again after a short break, like a 1 day or 2 day break, I would not really feel like working on that. No. It's like, I can work on that tomorrow. That's why I often leave myself some busy work. Like sound effects. I usually do sound effects at the end of a clip after all the animation is done, but sometimes I can add some here and there to help with the timing and all that. But short things like putting emotes like that, it's useful for the animation, but it's not the most tricky things. You saw that. All I had to do was go to my bank and just take it and paste it. Change the opacity to have it fade out and whatnot. That's it. But it has to be done. But it's just not the most tedious of work. So at least I can do that, because that's still a couple of minutes of work that I don't have to do in the future. On days where I don't feel like working that. I think it's a good method. But that way, even if you have days where you just feel a bit, a bit groggy, you can still get some work done. Oh! There we go, it's happening. The frame drop. I've been waiting for those. Technically I want him to oh yeah, no, there we go. Yeah, I want him to look at the staff first, then look at Proud One, and then do the thingy. That would explain why the question mark appears here, because he'll be turning. We missed the frame drop. That was a quick one. Oh, hold on. Oh, yo. Oh yeah, another thing that's kind of fun. My microphone is getting worse and worse. Now if I just touch the wire just a little bit, it's not registered anymore. And it screws up with everything. Well, not everything, but FL Studio is kind of freaking out. The little Pi is freaking out because it's resetting to the default mic, and it's just chaos. And by an hour? Oh, it's okay. It's been an hour, yeah. I'm planning on going for much longer. Perhaps 2 hours. I started late too. Now I'm home alone and stuff. I can just do whatever I want. I could eat a pizza tonight if I wanted. I mean, I can do that any day. Doesn't really matter. But welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, Ro, that can be fun. Setting up the microphone is always going to be much better and faster than just setting up an entire stream. So yeah, there's no need to worry about this too much. The only thing would be finding the exact settings you need for the noise cancellation and everything. Took me many years to find the perfect ones, and even to this day I don't know if that's the perfect settings here. Sometimes my computer would be the vents will be going off, and every time I speak you would hear in the back, as if I'm on a plane trying to stream. I'm sure it's doing that here. If I talk for long enough and you listen closely, I'm sure you can hear some shenanigans going on in the back. Oh, definitely, yeah. My headset allows me to just not hear that, but it's whatever. Until I go to my next class. That's right. Until I sleep, my eyes are a bit heavy. Oh, better watch out, right? When I was playing around with my microphone, I remembered that I have the ASMR option with the Blue Yeti, right? Ooh, I will do ASMR on you. Oh, ASMR, Kimi noises, screeches you to sleep. Oh no. I said after this clip is completed, I don't think I'll be streaming for many months. But no, I think I was hinting at a Monday stream. I said I hoped that on the weekend I could have this entire clip sketched, so I could have something to work on Monday. And if I feel like it, if I'm not too sick, I will be streaming on other days of this week. But after this one, nah, I don't think I will. I'm still looking to work on the next scene entirely in Blender, just to see if I have it in me. But if I do, I don't think it's gonna be interesting to just look at me trying to struggle and stuff. I much rather stream myself working on Blender when I'm at least to a certain level where it's not going to be me stopping to say, oh wait, hold on a minute, what did I press? Okay, oh shit, what did I do? Oh no, what is this option? I didn't mean to click that, you know? And after this, after part 2 is done, it's going to be part 3. Part 3, I don't think I want to spoil too much, even though nothing special is gonna happen. I think it's just gonna be short and sweet. Whoa, that was a tough one. So I could have that in a month, so it's not too bad. But the beginning, I don't think I want to show too much. I just want it to be the surprise when this happens. But while saying that, you can expect some streams every now and then, you know. The thing I try to do is to not give too much context. Sometimes on some clips I will, you know, if something is going on, I feel like saying what's going on here, like, oh, you know, the company are doing this and Adeline is doing that, so they want to do this and that. But for some, I try to just skip the surprise because I don't want the main reward. Well, I don't want the main reward for attending to those streams to be, oh, I've been spoiled. Kind of. And even though it's just what, 1% of the entire episode we've been spoiled, still I'm picky when it comes to I mean, I'm really annoying when it comes to spoilers. I don't want people to just be spoiled too much when it comes to my own things. I know people don't don't mind. I can speak, I swear. I know people don't mind, but it's just me. I personally prefer to keep a surprise. This entire sentence, what I said just now, was such a struggle. Holy. Hey Derpy, what's up? I got something on Friday. I'm slowly getting better. But you can hear that I'm speaking through my nose. And sometimes I just cut the mic because I'm blowing my nose like an elephant. Right? Yeah, I make a lot of tea in general. Today I wanted to change things a little bit because, you know, too much of one thing is, you know, I want to try different things. So I made hot cocoa as I was home. And that was great. But it's more on the end of the sickness. I have this one technique I use to get rid of the sickness quickly. Thank you, Derpy, for the follow. Thank you. Welcome. One thing I was looking at when I was making new emotes is apparently I'm not allowed to have follower emotes for some reason. I'm not I don't have the English term, but I don't have access to that option, is what I'm trying to say. I don't understand why, because I think there's a criteria you have to, or rather a bunch of stuff you have to do in order for your channel to be to have access to those. And I don't know, but I think I could technically. I mean, I fit all the criteria, but whatever. I would not even know what to do for follower emotes anyways. Boom! Ah, thank you, Zengumi. Thank you so much. Candy Mouse. That's how I remember you. Thank you so much. I keep forgetting to follow. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, that's the end of the follower emote thing I will need to share for some reason. Oh! Why are you spamming? Because fun! Look at all them spin emotes. I love this emote so much. This is one of these emotes I'm always gonna keep. Oh, what other emotes do I even have here? Yeah, if you don't see the Nim chair, please emote. make sure to add the extension Frankerface Z. You know, Frankerface, like the emote, like the Dogo emote. I said Z. Oh yeah, that's oh yeah. The Kimi friend. Oh yeah, that's a classic. Also, make sure you have BTTV on. Those are just extensions for emotes and all that. And I will say the same thing I said many years ago. I think Twitch is better with those. I mean, now that they've introduced the GIF emotes for subscribers and everything, I guess it makes up for it. But still, you have so many options with BTTV emotes. For some reason, I don't have access to those on the OBS stream thing, but I remember I have a ribbon one, the dark ribbon. I think it's just called a Reeb. Oh yeah, the person shaking with anger, the Gachigasm. Oh, that takes me back, dude. Yeah, I have Reeb. Oh, okay. I was just not. All right, hold on a minute. So I have this thing on the OBS where I have my recent events on the left, and on the right of the screen I have the chat. But apparently I was not even logged in on this chat, so I'm just doing that now. I wanted to press an emote, they told me, oh, you're not connected yet. Where is my phone? You need to press the token we've sent on your phone. Do you want to remember this computer for the next 30 days? Yes, I think I will want that. Oh, there you go. Okay. Wow, word of text. Cookies, we need them. Yeah, right. There we go. Okay, so now I can post the Reeb. There we go. Oh, yes. There we go. Yeah. FFZ and VTTV. Great extensions for GIF emotes and just more emotes in general. It just was the thing to have back then. Back in the good old days of Twitch.tv. Oh, I remember. I was but a wee child. I have to suppress the urge to say Z, right? I have a point to make. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just joshing. I'm just goofing. No, but goofing. I am just doing the Josh. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I swear, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, we just need those little fruits. You know? 1 feet, 2 foot. Then a couple of other frames. I also need to do the cheeks. It's muffin time. What flavor is the pie? You know what? It's an answer I cannot provide. You wanna know why? Because I wanted to start this page in my Hero Bible where I would document fruits and vegetables. And I got some inspirations, you know, some fruits from other games. Breath of the Wild, Mario Galaxy 2 and whatnot. But I never got around to making them fruits. But what I can tell is that this is the equivalent of apples in this universe, but it's just a blue fruit. I don't know what shape it has yet. I have not made anything. I just have one fruit that looks like a strawberry. It's the tip is purple, but it's red. That of course would be the equivalent of strawberries in this universe, but when it comes to other fruits and whatnot, I have not made them yet. Unfortunately, it's a work in progress, it's a project. When I have the name of the fruit, I'll make sure to let people know. It is such a good game. I just wish I could play more. I mean, I can play more, it's just that I decided to just take a little break and I never got back to it. Because I wanted to draw. And I forgot about it. And then every time when I hear someone on, you know, on Twitch say, "Oh, now I have more time to play Breath of the Wild," I just remember, whoa, I also have this video game. And I never do anything about it. It was a fun game, nothing wrong with the game. It's just that I prefer drawing than playing video games. And every time I feel like I'm gonna take some time to play this game, there's just another game that comes out that catches my interest. Like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, or Metroid Dread, or Animal Crossing. And yeah. Now technically, there's not a single game that could prevent me from having some fun with Breath of the Wild. I finished Pizza Tower. I still want to P-rank a certain fight. But yeah. And with the sequel, you know, Tears of the Kingdom slowly creeping its way into the video game world, I feel some pressure. Because I know when I finish Breath of the Wild, I would like to buy the the new one. And that's the beginning of the end, because by the time it will take for me to finish Breath of the Wild even, and then Tears of the Kingdom, I would always feel bad because that's time I could have used on this series. I could just animate more instead of playing stupid video games like a nerd. But yeah, it is what it is. One of these days, I'm just gonna. Sure. Shit. One of these days I'm just gonna misclick and not mute myself and start blowing my nose and everybody's gonna freak out. What is that? Everybody do the flop. We're getting there. I'm just gonna start with the last one. I don't know, sometimes I do that. I just make the very last frame. So that way, at least I know the end has been made. Then I just make each end meet. And I'm happy again. Everything is right. Yeah, I'll be careful not to just like... I won't destroy anyone's ears by blowing me nose. Oh yeah, but to go back to the mic discussion we were having, a roll, that would be fun. But like I said, finding the perfect settings to make sure the mic sounds good, it took some time rather. One thing I always dread is when I change, for some reason, every time I change, I mean, of course, when I changed my mic, I had to change the settings. I used to have a snowball, now just a regular Blue Yeti microphone. But yeah, sometimes I would use the same settings I had on another computer and they just wouldn't sound great. So it's just me having to find new settings, even though the ones I used to have were perfect. For some reason they don't work anymore. Fun time. If you want, Shushu, I mean, it's not my server anymore because I don't use Discord. But it started as such back in 20, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really care for Discord. So yeah, you can if you want. I think I gave Shushu and Blip full rights to the server. I wanted to give Kylo as well, but I wasn't sure if he was using that as much. I think he still is, of course, but... Wait, hold on, I don't want my phone to turn on. Like, oh, you have to stop drawing now. It's 8 PM. There we go. Oop. Now, even when I had my Discord server, I would just not use that. And it was always the same thing. I wake up in the morning, I feel like a terrible person because I haven't been on even my own server like the next 3 weeks. So I show up and I try to hang out, and then I see all the other servers I'm part of, and I feel the same thing I just felt a couple minutes ago. It's like, oh yeah, it's been like 3 weeks since I've been in any of those servers. They're gonna think I'm an asshole, just showing up, sharing the stuff I draw, and leaving, and that's all I do. So I try to go on as many servers as possible to still say, hey, I'm still here, haha, right? It's already been like 1 hour, and I'm like, oh, this is 1 hour I could have used to draw something. Okay, I'm gonna draw now. And then I remember, oh, but there are still 20 other servers I didn't say hi to, and I've been there for a couple months. And then I would show up to one and say something, and it's like, oh, Kirby, you posted. Everybody, just, you know, make a wish or something. Something's gonna happen today. Kirby posted, and I'm like, ha ha, yeah, that's true. I'm an asshole. And I would feel terrible. Then I would feel angry at myself. Then I would leave and say I will never use that thing ever again. So I don't. And then the cycles recommences. Oh, I haven't been using that for many months. I should just go to my own server even. And then the same thing happens. Oh, I should go to the other ones, otherwise they're gonna think I'm an asshole. Nobody thinks that, right? Nobody cares. It's just my brain works like that. And then the more I was doing that, the more I realized, what the fuck am I doing this for? I don't like that. I don't like this at all. This is bad. This is not for me. So I stopped using that for like many years. Then I forgot I still had an account, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give the rights to mods on my server, and I'm just gonna right, and that's what I did. And life has been great ever since. Yeah, long story short, this is a social media thingy. I'm not social, but I just don't work, you know. It's still a good thing to hang out with people and whatnot, but it's just not for me, mate. I'm just this one rat that stays in this dark corner and just draws all day. So this is the animation. My entire animations are 24. I mostly animate on 2s, but sometimes, you know, for smear frames or if I just want quick snappy movements, I go on 1s. But it's mostly on 2s. I just find it better so I can just do any type of movement I want. I'm a rat all the same. Rat. Yeah, and like Arrow said, I just prefer chatting with people either on Twitch or on Twitter. Because on Twitter it's just a one-on-one conversation, so it's just back and forth and it's chill, it's relaxing. On Twitch, well, it's mostly just like the streamer rambling for hours, talking to themselves. But you can get quick response from other people. And, you know, it's, well, I like it better this way. That's why Twitch has always been one of my favorite places to just communicate with others. Because not only that, but when it comes to sharing information on the software or just skills in general, it's much better on Twitch because you can just ask the streamer, oh, I'm struggling with this option on this specific software that you are also using. Could you help me a little bit? And the streamer will drop everything to explain you exactly how to do the thingy you've been looking for. Because for the last 5 days, you wanted to look for a tutorial on YouTube, but all you could find was, oh, here's how to make a cupcake on Blender, but this is blah 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 blah. First you have to clip the split and bleep the bloop, right? And no, I just want to know how to do this specific thing, but no one explains how to do that, right? So at least it's easier to just share information when it comes to creative stuff. I don't know much about the game side of Twitch. I don't really hang out here that much. I watch what? Like maybe 10 people, I think. And some of them I cannot see them because you know, they usually stream when I'm away at work. But it's a good thing to have on the back while I'm working. I'm more on the art category, I suppose. I remember when that was creative. That was great. Basically, it was the art category, but better, as in that was its own part of Twitch. You had Twitch, and then you had Twitch Creative. And then in Twitch Creative, you had different categories: sculpting, painting, you know, cooking, and that was its own subcategory of Twitch, and that was really good. They had that for many years. That's when the Bob Ross Twitch channel started to promote the launch of Twitch Creative. That was really good. That was like its own family on Twitch. And then a couple years after Monkey on Strike was not part of it anymore, I think, they got rid of all of that and they just decided to do the art category, and that was just like another game. Like, oh, looking for a category. Games, art. Oh, okay. It's not creative anymore. It's not this big thing. Now everything is on the same place, and it's not the same. Yeah, that creative was really good. I loved it. And then they had their own life story at the beginning. Okay, guys, so I've as you may know, right? Most people watching my videos are not subscribed yet. They show you the ratio thing, where it's 92% people not subscribed and the other 8% are subscribed, as if that's like a terrible thing. We can make sure that this is upside down, right? Make sure that most people are subscribed. Click the bell. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'll stop. If you don't click the bell at 3 AM, ooh, the ghost of Amogus will come and eat me. Oh, please. They're gonna cut off my arms. I need it. I need the subscribers. Please. No. Oh, please stop. Oh, please. I'm sorry. I don't know I don't know what this stream is. You know, I don't know. Every time I see that ratio thing that they show, I think the same thing. I'm not an expert when it comes to that stuff. I don't really care that much anyways. But isn't that a good thing that most people who watch their videos do not subscribe? Because it means that at least it's getting around and new people are finding that, no? I don't know, I don't care, it's whatever. It's just that I would prefer if when I'm looking for a Blender tutorial, I'm not greeted by people asking me to like and subscribe when the video hasn't started yet, you know what I mean? Hey, what's up? Like and subscribe. Okay, so today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Oh. I just want to know how to make a circle in Blender. I'm being mean, I'm sorry. I won't continue this conversation. This is pretty mean. I don't mean to do that. No. Anyways, while I'm losing my mind, the general is being made. So now there's only, yeah, 1 frame left. See? Progress is made. I can't stand it either. I mean, I understand, they... like the Joker said, if you're good at something, never do it for free and whatnot, and gotta make that bread, you know what I mean? It's just that, I don't know, maybe leave that for the end of the video after I'm satisfied with what I've got. I like them, they're cute. Book. Oh, wait a minute. What about this one? I'm glad. It was also Curry who liked Lost One for the same reason. Lost One has the same colors as you, Shushu, and Curry. That turquoise, like really light cyan. It's more turquoise than a cyan. It's more green in it. I mean, I would say that with full confidence if it wasn't for the fact that my two screens display different colors every time. That's a struggle. Usually my phone is the one I trust the most when it comes to colors. So I would draw something, watch it on TV and on my laptop, and I think, oh, well, the colors are more desaturated on my laptop, which is what I'm going for. It's a bit more shiny and colorful on TV. Oh, it's alright. Let's see how it is on my phone. And now, my phone is like a mixture between the TV and the laptop. Because with my previous laptops, the colors were more saturated, so the difference was very, very different. I mean, the difference was really... sorry. Really drastic. I'm good. And now at least they're quite similar. It's just that there is more saturation on the TV. But the problem is that now my phone is a perfect mix between the two. So I never know if my stuff looks dark or highly saturated anymore. Sometimes some colors would look like they do on my laptop, while other would look like what they do on my TV, and it's throwing me off. But as you know, if it looks good enough, I'm just sticking with that. I'm gonna make sure that color is really important in my future series. Kimi is lost one above me. That's the secret lore. Well, I mean, it's not different than other people. Fortunately, I mean, no, actually it's perfect. It's perfect because I'm still not really too much into it. But what I do is just like Proud One here, right? I just have this rough sketch of what I want the character to do. Then I just clean that up, like I did with the general here. You know, I had this frame, then that frame, then this frame, then that, then this. And once I have those frames, I just add breakdowns. So breakdowns is what helps you, you know, break the movement. So that way you have, you know, this, that, this, you know. That's the breakdowns. Once you have all the breakdowns of your animation, you can go to the in-between. That's what comes last. The in-between is the frames that you put between your current frames. That's the most logical name ever, and that's what they do. Usually, in-betweens is what I consider busy work because it's super easy. That's what I'm gonna do right now, after I change that. So now I have all the frames I need. I have the keyframes. That's the one that define what I want to do. The more important ones. The key actions. So you can have an understanding of what's going on. You know, he's looking to the side. He's happy about his staff. You know, he has stars in his eyes. He's getting ready to hit Proud One. He hits him, and he goes back here, and he's happy. What is this weapon he has? Then I have the breakdowns that break the animation, so the movement is easier to read. And then all we need is the in-betweens. So what I do, Flash doesn't have that. Many softwares nowadays have this by default, but when you turn on the onion skin, this option, you can see the previous and the next frame. But you can see here it's a bit complicated, you know, it's all blue. All my frames are blue here, so when I have the onion skin and I can see the previous and the next frame, they have the same color. Many softwares will have it, so by default, the next and previous frame are different colors, but Flash doesn't do that. I don't think Animate even does that to this day. I don't know for sure, but I don't like Adobe. I don't care about Animate. So what I do is that I manually change that. I usually go for green or orange and red because my lines are blue. So now the previous frame is going to be this sick green and the next frame is going to be this red one. So I just go here, right? And now I know which one is the previous one, that's the green one, and the red one is what comes after. So that helps when I want to have the character move smoothly. Because what's gonna happen here, let's see what I can do first. Let's do that here, that's gonna be more fun. So I'm gonna have this sick green for the previous frame and the next frame is going to be red, right? And now I'm gonna add empty frames here. Go there. Actually, I'm gonna turn this red now because this is gonna be the next one. This can be, I don't know, the sick green. So I'm gonna go here, right? This empty frame. So I have this previous frame that's green and the next one is red. What I want to do is have another frame between so the animation is more smooth, you know. You can already see that here, your brain just completes the animation there. So I turn on the onion skin, and now I know what to draw. I just have to draw between. So what I do is that for the circle, I cheat a little bit. I make the circle, but then I use the smooth tool to make it more like a perfect circle. Yeah, I try to stay between. You know, that's the in-between frames. For the eye, you know, I have this one, that's the previous frame, and that one, the next one. So I just go between. And I see this one is more, you know, more flat than this one, has more girth to it. So I try to find the perfect in-between so whenever you play the animation it doesn't look jarring. I think that's good enough. Yes, this eyebrow here, so I'm gonna keep it in the middle. Here his mouth is not seen, but you can imagine it should be there. Or the green one, so you could have the mouth be here. So the more frames you add, you know, that's what you do for in-betweens. I mean, that's how I do it. But the more frames you add, the smoother your animation is gonna look, but also it can make it slower. Make sure to try different things to find the perfect balance between all that. Yeah, that's a lot of frames per second. But at the end, when you see the animation going smoothly with no problem, no jitter, nothing too bad, that's really rewarding. Sometimes I cheat, you know, if I don't want to draw the whole thing because I think I'm gonna screw it up. I just copy this one, then I'll move it between those two. You know? But it's just me, you know, it's not... I wouldn't recommend doing that every time, because it's going to be noticeable. But sometimes, you know, especially if you're the only person working on that, this is just a one-person project, and you have many other things to do, many other episodes, yeah, you can cut corners, you know, find perfect tricks that still look good, but allow you to save some time, because, yeah, if you're the only person making that, you have to remember, oh, yeah, but you also have to animate 10 other characters. You also have to make the musics, you have to find and put sound effects, you have to make the backgrounds, you have to make sure everything looks good. You know, when you export that, you have to make sure there's no problems, and then once you're done, you can go to the next clip and you just start again and again and again and again. It's a lot of time, so just try to save as much as you can without the quality dropping, you know. Be smarter about it. Try to find smart solutions to go faster, but make sure the end result is just as good, if not better. That's what I've been doing with backgrounds. You know, I've always done my backgrounds from scratch, and you know, they look alright. But using Blender, I've made the process so much faster. Instead of 4 or 5 sometimes hours for just one background, when I have 5 others to do. That's, yeah. Going from 5 hours to 1 for just one background, it saves so much time, and it eases the pain, because I really don't like having to place objects in backgrounds. Shading and everything in backgrounds has always been fun. It's just the object placement in interiors that's annoying to me. So by having modeled the entire house, or at least the living room and the bedroom, I don't have to worry about this. I can just take a picture in 4K of this background, you know, I move around with the camera and whatnot. Then I take a picture that I export in 4K, I put that in Clip Studio Paint, and I paint over it for 1 hour. And then I have a better result that I get much faster than if I was to do everything from scratch. So in this case, the quality is better and it took less time. So sometimes you can use tricks like this. Use multiple softwares to get the results, better results even, I can speak. Nah, I'm not very good at it. I'm just, you know, it's just that all I'm doing now, all I've learned has been thanks to Twitch. Watching people, animators on YouTube, animate on Twitch, seeing their process, other people willing to share how they do stuff, to explain, you know. Also, you have to do your own research, you know, with the fundamentals and the basics and everything. You could immediately go for it, but I would recommend learning the fundamentals and everything, so that way you're gonna improve so much faster. Understanding how things are supposed to be, how to make things happen, how this specific change makes the scene so much better. I'm still not like the greatest at it, I know that, I know, and my goal is not to be the greatest one or to be knowledgeable in everything. I just want to make my silly cartoons. But I'm saying, trust me, as much as it is fun to just freestyle it, it's going to be much faster. I mean, the learning curve is going to be much easier if you just understand what you're doing and how to do it. Take it from me, I don't know where I would be if I, instead of just going all out on my animations when I was younger. I would to just have direction and all the books needed to understand exactly how to make an appealing animation. But yeah, that's just how I do things. You know, there are people who are much better at explaining everything than me, that's for sure. And that's why I always, I would always advise to do some research on your own. It's good to have someone pinpoint you exactly where to look in order to improve faster, but then you have to also do some work on your side. Yeah, when I say cheating, yeah, it's not really cheating. I'm just, you know, I'm just goofing with some strats. I just went for it. Same. All my PewDiePie animation was just me wanting to try something and see how I could make it without understanding much of what I was doing. But I had fun. And of course, when you're having fun doing something, you want to make more. And if you make more of one thing, you'll keep improving without even realizing that. But just watch out that you're not improving while learning bad habits. For example, when it comes to anatomy and all that stuff, always use references from real life and not, you know, that one artwork from someone who's great at anatomy and who made something that looks really close to real life, because there are still going to be mistakes there, and maybe you're gonna catch up on those mistakes and just call them facts. Not facts, but just like consider them a normal thing when it's just a mistake from the artist. So make sure to always use references from real life and not just stylized drawings. That's the way to do it. Yeah, consistent practice. During clothes, what type of clothes in particular? Yeah, same thing. Sometimes when I'm drawing hands, I like to just look at mine. And one day I was talking with my sister. She was in my room just hanging out. And I was, what was I working on? Yeah, I think that was the previous, yeah, I think that was the butterfly clip. And I was looking at my hand sometimes. I was talking to her, drawing, and just having my hand in the air like this, looking at me, at my hands. And she even made fun of me for that. Like, yes, Kimmy, this is a hand. Please. I'm using a reference. You know how it is, you always do that. Yeah, it runs in the family, we have a thing for art. One of my sister was on TV many times as a dancer. She was in the Stade de France, you know, the French stadium rather, for football. It was during the finals, not the one from that year, but from last summer. And she was dancing, but of course she was in a group, so we didn't see much of her. We just have pictures where she's really small here. It's like, there you are, you're here, with many people. That's fun. My oldest sister is the one who kinda got me into drawing in general because she would always be drawing them animes when she was younger. She was so good at it. She still is, but she stopped for many years for some reason. And I was like, I want to be like you when I'm older. And there we go. I just decided to draw my own stuff. And recently she decided to go back at it. But now she's doing paintings, you know. Still life and everything. It's pretty cool. And also, my two sisters, when they were younger, my oldest sister had the bass guitar, and our second sister had an electric guitar. And I don't know, 3 years ago, I tried to get into bass, and I gave up. But I have my MIDI keyboard now that I use for my music nowadays. But the thing is that music for Kirby Guardian, I make that once a year, so I don't have the time to practice my my keyboard. That's a shame. One day I'll be good at it. One day I'll be the next Beethoven. Shirt and hoodies. I used to dislike hoodies because of the little cordon thingy. What do you call that? But yeah, always references. Try to see how clothes fold. Why they fold? Because clothes can be really fun. Who's your favorite Kirby? I mean, the games or the company? Oh, the company. I don't have a favorite. I cannot choose one. Now, if you are asking who's your favorite to animate, I think the answer would be obvious. Which one is my favorite to animate? When they are all on screen, and I'm thinking there's 10 of them to animate. Oh wait, no, not quite. Because Lost One is usually just one frame. So when it's all 10 of them to animate, I know at least Lost One has got my back and I don't have to worry about him too much. He's just one frame. Okay. So you see now, with onion skin, it makes things so much easier. And the result looks good. Onion skin is the equivalent of using the light table that people use in studios, you know what I mean? When you put your frames on this table that emits light, that allows you to see the sheet of papers you have underneath the current one you have. You know, you have the different layers of paper on top of another. When you have like frame, I don't know, frame 42, and now you're working on frame 43. So you use that light table so you can kind of see where the character was, so you can just, it makes it easier to know where to put the head now. The arm, rather. You know. It's that. It's just that now you also have the frame on top. Okay, and another thing now, it's not done yet because you see it looks kind of, you know, especially at the end here where it's like, I mean, this doesn't help. One thing I don't do, but I would advise everyone to do, is to keep everything on different layers and don't do what I do. Granted, I use groups and such, but yeah, don't do what I do. It's better for you to put this on another layer on top, so that way if you just have to touch the general a little bit, you don't have to worry about the hands as well. I'm just doing it the stupid way, don't mind me. But now, one last thing I should bring up is easing in and easing out. So usually when you move your arm, people call that the pendulum or whatever. And what happens is that when the pendulum is moving, at first it's gonna move slow, then it's gonna pick up speed and go faster, and then it's gonna slow at the end. You know, so it's, you know what I mean? Because at the end, at the beginning, it's easing in and easing out. And when you raise your hand, you don't go like a lizard or a robot, like it's not snappy movement, it's just slowly raising your hand. And then at the beginning, you're slowly getting your arm up, and then you go faster, and then you slow down at the end. Sometimes if you go fast, you have a little bit of a overshoot. Let's say you want to go from point A to point B. Sometimes in cartoons or even in real life, when you want to just raise your arm and go to point A to point B, you will go boop. You know, you have a little boop movement. You will go to an extra point before you reach point B and whatever. That's overshoot. You know, try raising your hand quickly now and see. Try to go from point A to point B. You'll see you have a little movement, because as your muscles are trying to stop your arm from going too fast, you know, all the energy has to go somewhere. So there's an explanation for that. I'm not a scientist, but that's something to take in consideration. I'm not gonna have overshoot here because I want him to slowly go back into position. If he goes slow, there's no need for one. I mean, I could always have one, but I don't want to. Have a good one. Have a good sleep, Aurel. Thank you for being here. Yeah, make sure to have a good sleep schedule. You have your own makeup. Hey, I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad thing. Why are you crying? Don't cry. It's gonna be alright. So what I'm gonna do here, instead of having an overshoot, I'm just gonna slowly ease out the animation so it slowly goes back in position. So what that means really is just I'm gonna favor a frame. And favoring a frames means that whichever frame I'm working on now, I'm going to stay closer to one in particular. And I want to be closer to the end one, of course. So favoring means instead of being at the perfect middle here like I was doing, I'm just gonna make sure I stay close to the green one. That way, look at this arm now. It slowly goes back here into position instead of just having a snappy movement. That would look kind of weird. If I was to do that, for example, I mean, you don't really see it, but at the end you can see that it doesn't look good. So yeah, it's just small little things, you know, just knowing that can help. And it's little tips and tricks that I didn't have access to when it was just me making them PewDiePie animations back in 2012. So same thing here. Oh, gotcha. I always see that as you know, the eyes. And like this. How the pie draws. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's always been like the crying face, so that's why I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, one thing I needed to do, I needed to check the VOD for on my second YouTube channel for the last stream, because apparently I've been hit with the copyrighted stuff. As far as I know, it doesn't change anything. But you don't know, because I've watched videos from years ago and suddenly there's no sound anymore. And the person says, oh yeah, this song is copyrighted, so YouTube automatically got rid of the song. So that's why there's no music here. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. So that means stuff that's from years ago could suddenly just be changed without us knowing? I'm sure there's a way to know. But I gotta make sure that VOD has everything. If it doesn't have songs during a certain time, it's not too bad, but I don't think it's that important. I don't think it's gonna change anything. It's just telling me that, oh, this song is copyrighted and whatever. Which, alright. As long as it can still be up, you know? So you mean you mean the sound effects for the entire episodes or just the Kirby ones? Because if you mean only the Kirby ones, what I usually use, well, what I always use is the sound resource, the sounds resource, or is it the, no, yeah, that's the one. So the resource websites have been a huge part of my life and a huge part of many people's lives, because I used to make sprite animations of Kirby characters. Like I made 2 of my own original character, and I wanted to make more, but then I loved the sprite sheet and everything, and there were many attempts that never were finished. But the sounds resource, the sprites resource, and the model resource are great websites. You have all the letters of the alphabet when you go in each of those websites. You just click on one and you have a lot of games starting with that letter, containing what you're looking for depending on the website you're in. If you're looking for models, then you can have models of the characters, some objects, a lot of stuff. For the sprites resource, that's where people like Mark Hines, that's his name, right? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. The creator of Super Mario Bros. Z, you know? I'm betting that's usually where they get most of their frames. And then you have the sound resource that, well, you guessed it, has a lot of sound effects from a lot of games. Not every single sound effects and not every single voice clip, just the one that people are willing to upload And yeah. So what I use for Kirby Guardian is Return to Dreamland sound effects and Adventure sound effects for old one. And there are a lot in the Wii game. There are a lot of sound effects. I haven't listened to all of them. Sometimes when I'm looking for something, I would just struggle for minutes trying to find one that sounds like I want it to. And if I find a good one, I just rename it, because they're all named, you know, 000100 and 002 and 3, 4, you know? So it's difficult to find exactly what you're looking for. But if you rename them, well, it's gonna be easier for you. You can just type, I don't know, mic 1 and you have all the mic sound effects for the mic ability. I know many people have been telling me, oh, I enjoy the use of mass attack sound effects in those, but I have not used mass attack sound effects except for some voice clips for the company. But I think I've used that in 1 or 2 episodes, that's it. It's mostly the Wii game. Can I get a link to some? Yeah, just go on Google and type the sound resources. Then you can type Kirby in the search bar, and you have sounds. You know, you have many games. Click on the one you're looking for, and you have sound effects from that. It's easy. It's easy. The Kirby Cafe. You see, I did a bad job here with this. I'm gonna redo it. Not redo it, but I'm just gonna. Big Mong. Sorry. Just. Yeah. I don't need to explain that one. Let's see. Okay, that's much better. Still, I think it needs 1 frame still. And I've said too many stills in that sentence. But this is looking like I want it to. And that's good. I just need to fix this. Close the mouth. You know, this is what I was talking about when I said it's better to have everything on separate layers, because here I wouldn't have to fix the general here. So don't do like I do it, right? Don't be like me. Don't end up like this idiot. Wait, I'm just gonna add 1 extra. Just for the lols, you know? Steal! You know, I've been doing that thing I wanted to do with the other VODs, where I would give them titles. And I'm considering still, but it's not really a recurrent thing. So I'm just gonna call that the sick episode, or the sickness episode, or whatever I can come up with. That's something I'm gonna drop after like the 10th VOD. I won't have any ideas anymore. down with the sickness. Partenaire particulier, cher partenaire particulière, ne bloquez pas trop diviner, humain de savoir-faire. Savoir-faire. Alright, I'm not even sorry. More frames, the smoother, but also the slower. You'll need to download the sounds first, yeah. You'll get them in a zip file. Yeah, unfortunately you cannot play them first. I mean, at least you'll have all of them, but yeah. There are a lot of them. For such a masterpiece. Trying to discover where my voice can go, what I can do with it. No. That's how I read this as. Still sick as a stick. Oh yeah, this is maximum goof music. See? Doesn't it look much better now that he's easing out? I like this song. I remember when I first heard that, I thought, oh, that's great. I was watching a long play or long playthrough. I don't know how they call that anymore. This is the game Virtual Bart. That's the pig level. You know, that game it turns into multiple things. And there's a pig level, and that's the music of that level. And it's really long. You would think that's just a small loop, but that song is longer than you think. Because there's this part with no extra instrument I just played. That doesn't. The same part with the little right? That plays twice, I think. Then there's another part with an instrument that's louder than the others. You know, there's this part there. That's the second. Oh no, first there's this other part right there coming up. This one. And then after that it goes back. It's not the beginning. One of the instrument is going to be louder than usual, and then it's gonna go back to the beginning. It's longer than it seems. I like that. All right. Wait, there's this part as well. And there's this one. Okay, I don't need the sketch anymore. I'll need an extra frame here where he's looking at this stuff. But first I'll do that. What I did here is I copied that symbol and pasted that here. I cannot move that. So if I just modify this symbol and do like a little hey, it's gonna do that for this one as well because it's a copy. Whoa, whoa, that's terrifying. So I can just copy this, paste it next to the other, work on only one, and that's it. It's gonna do the general jump scare. That's good. It updates in real time as well. By adding more frames here, that's gonna be easing that in and out. The thing is, I don't exactly know what I want that to look like. Maybe I want that to look like it did in episode 4. I'm not sure, I'll just go for it and see. It was many people's favorite. Like when people tell me which one's their favorite, my sister's boyfriend's favorite episode was the third one, the art school. But many people like the restaurant episode. I liked working on that. That was really fun. I liked working on all of those. But I gotta say, I am never animating doors like this ever again. I remember I spent an entire weekend on that. Thankfully Blip was live, so you know, that was the help I needed. But yeah, as I was hanging out in his stream trying to make those doors, I was losing my mind. Well, that doesn't look great. I should go faster. Yeah, those doors are the end of my existence, dude. Never again. I'm gonna copy this. Put that right at the end. I go faster. I think it's all gonna be on ones. Yeah, there we go. And that too. Okay, that's gonna stay on ones. Hey, Blood, man, you angry? Fun fact about me. I like to eat whichever food I'm animating. Sorry. Whichever food I'm animating or drawing or anything. So I've had strawberry shortcake while working on the first episode. Well, I really wanted to have Japanese food. I told my sister we need to get Japanese food now. I've been doing that for a month now. I need this. Not month, but weeks, rather. Yeah, it's a thing with me. I like to have that. Which is the reason I wanted to make... Sorry. Which is the reason I wanted to make cupcakes for 3 years. Because Reincarnation, this entire arc has been, well, in the works. I mean, it's been written for like 3 years now. So back in 2020, I bought everything to make cupcakes, but I never did them because I wanted to, well, finish episode 5 so I could work on episode 6, then 7, then on finally 8, the one with cupcakes in it. And my sisters were making fun of me because I bought everything to make cupcakes but never made them. And now I did. And they were great and everybody loved them. Not loved them, they liked them. I think they were cool. But yeah, that's the little anecdote. If you see food in something I've made, chances are I've had that exact same food. See how much the animation just feels alive now that you've put more frames into it? Oh, yes! If I, let's be crazy today, right? I'm gonna put one extra frame here at the beginning. I was joking. Which is the reason I... Yeah. The choke. It happens. Okay, Derpy. Thank you for stopping by. You're always welcome here. Chill. And I hope you find, what you need for clothes and the sound resources, the website. It's a great gold mine of sound effects if you need them in the future. Take it easy. Oh, I should favor the green one, see? There you go. Yep. Now we can imagine the smile is going to be here. I use that tool a lot. The smooth tool. That's what I use to make the lines boily. You can see my characters move, you know, their line move a little bit. They wiggle. It's not me just drawing each frame 3 times and having it cycle. It's just me pressing the smooth tool. I'm gonna do that now. When I'm finished with everything here, all the still frames there, usually the keyframes, you know, it's on stills. The character doesn't move. Then they move here, and then they stay here. I usually turn them into a symbol, so I press F8. I give them a name. That's gonna be 2 general final, because it's the last frame of him. While I'm at it, I'm gonna add the cheeks before I forget. Right? I'm not gonna do that now because I still have the eyes to do. But then I just create 2 other frames, you know, and every other frame I'm gonna press the smooth button and smooth the animation, you know, the drawing. Smooth. And when I play it, it jitters a little bit. Like in Ed, Edd n Eddy. You know, that's what they call boiling lines, you know. It's like he's boiling. Like some water. I like it. Sometimes, you know, it does stupid shit like that. So what you can do is just redo it, but zoomed in. That way stuff like this will be prevented. And then you can do that on the other one as well. Well, you know, sometimes you have to go with it. Yeah. I like to make it noticeable, but not too much. You know, I don't want to go overboard with this. Like, whoa! He's going crazy! Look at him! Oh, you know. Then you have problems like this. I just want to color the eye. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! You know, I don't want... And it doesn't look great. In my opinion. I'll keep that for later. This is literally all the buttons. If no press, why there? That's a good. That's a good way to live when it comes to softwares. What I'm trying to do right now with Blender is getting used to it. Then I will go to the keyboard shortcut settings and just make it so everything fits the way I work. I'm so happy I'm using the numpad for everything on Flash. So much faster. I have the button on my stylus for the end, you know, the little hand, so I can just grab the whatever and move around. I have 5 to zoom in, right? By default, it's always zoom in, you know, it's the plus sign. I don't like that, I prefer the -1. Because what happens with the +1? You click, you zoom in, right? You select a part, a section of the screen, it zooms in. Can't zoom out. So what I do is I go to the zoom out. So when I click, I can zoom out. But when I select a portion, I zoom in. So that way I can just you know what I mean? I have 1 for this, you know, the select tool, 7 for Control Z, 8 for Control Y rather, 8 for Control Y. So I can just 9 is save. I always press that every 2 seconds. It's became second nature now. 4 is the eye drop to select the perfect color I want. Oh, I want this blue. There we go now. 6 is select everything. I have 2 for the brush, 0 for the eraser, and 3 for fill in. Blue boy, ooh. And it goes so much faster. Rather than, oh, I need to click this. Oh, Control Z. Okay, oh, error, Control Z. Okay, now I press the G key. Okay, now I do this. Okay, and now I press the K key. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You know, here it's just in one place. My right hand just has to find the perfect ones, the perfect keys. And the more you do it, you won't even have to look at it anymore. Just your end placement, you will know where the key you need to press is. So you have to look down at the keyboard and find the M key to zoom in, you know? And my Adeline listens to Dark Wave. It's like everything that is post-punk, darker type music. I also like that. When I'm not listening to my playlist, I listen to dark ambient or dark wave. I just like it. It has a good mood. I don't even need to do the mouth. I keep doing it, but it's not even necessary. I'm just gonna change the timing here because it looks kind of weird. I think you should go faster. In the middle. Like that. Maybe slower at the end. Yeah, like this. And you know what? It's gonna stay on this frame for a long time. So I'm gonna take the eyes, turn them into a symbol themselves. General eyes 2, because I know I'm gonna have him blink earlier as well. And I'd like him to, I'm gonna turn that into another symbol yet again. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that now. Just color everything. Boop, boop, boop. Red. Right. Now I have colors for both the company and Adeline. It's easier than having to struggle remembering which one of those colors is the one from the... You don't see it, but there's the palette thing I have, like in every other software. But sometimes colors are so similar that I don't want to struggle trying to find the perfect one when I can just have all of them on display here. Yeah, that's why I'm happy on Clip Studio Paint. This is the default option, at least I think it is, to have plus and minus being zoom in and zoom out. To me, it just feels normal and obvious. But then I remember people use their right hand sometimes, and I'm like, oh, that's okay. I can see that being a struggle for them. Ooh. So I use Q for that. Q is one of those keys I use a lot. You know, it's just the transformation tool. Then I can use a shift, no, it's control, to just have the envelope tool, so I can just change some corners of the thing. I use that a lot, but not as much as any other tool like fill in or select and zoom in and whatever. So I just leave that as Q. I don't mind just having to press a key on the other side of the keyboard just for one thing. Hold on a minute. After this stream, I'm gonna make myself a nice soup. A nice bowl of soup. Anyways, that's done. I'm gonna break that. So now I can select everything. Use the boiling technique I use. So I select everything and I smoothen them. So there's that. So it does that forever. So it's on loop. I'll have it for forever. You don't really see it up there, but it's gonna loop forever. I'm gonna make here a copy of those frames, and what I'm gonna do is here an empty frame, and that's where I'm gonna put the blink. So I'm just gonna have it follow the eye here, the cheek, or whatever. You have an indication of the eye there. I feel like it. See? Now we go here and we put 2 or 3 frames like that. There we go. So you could leave it at only 1 frame and have the blink snap like this, but I like to have all the frames of the blink animation. It looks better in my opinion. But it's really up to what you want to do. You know? So you have that, at least it's already, you know, something. And then what I do now with the company, because it's not even noticeable, I just take this, the last frame, I break it so it's not a symbol anymore, so I can draw on it, and yeah, just have the last frame being just that. I get rid of this here, change the color to that, so it's like this, you know. So there's the blink here. Gonna do that. Take those colors. What I can do here is copy those stars. I didn't get all of them. Paste them and whatnot. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna change the placement on that one. I'm gonna take this frame and put that at the beginning here. So there's this movement going on. The way I do the blink is, at first you want to close your eyes as fast as possible because, you know, it stings and stuff. So you want the initial movement to be quick, and then at the end it doesn't matter anymore, so you can just open it slowly. Then I don't want it too snappy. Snip, snap, snappy. Ah! Right? Uh-oh. Here I use the onion skin to help me. Gimme! Hello! How's it going? Hold on, Gimme, I'm gonna show you what I have so far. Everything I'm going to show you has been done on stream. It's been what I've been doing the entire day. I'm just doing a blink right now, but how have you been? How have you been, my friend? Ooh, there we go. Hey. On the skin for the win, exactly. It is so good. It's a must. Oh. There we go. Yeah, this is just the boring part, but what I can do here is take those stars, paste them in place, make sure they don't look too bad. It's alright. It's kinda weird if this one just slowly goes down. Actually, I don't really like that. I'm gonna move that one to one. And here. So they move one up and one left. Just to see how it looks. I'm not too sure about that star, you know what I mean? Woo! Yeah, but then I need to move this one as well. Oh no! Why? It's okay, I can just do that. Pressure is on me. And it's this frame. There you go. Yeah, I like that. And you know, if you want the character to blink sometimes, maybe twice, like Kirby does in some games, like in Superstar. If you idle with Kirby, if you stay in the idle position, sometimes Kirby blinks once, then twice, and then he keeps doing that, but slower every time. I like that. So you can have the same thing here, where he blinks once and then boop, boop. But you know, you can change that so whenever his eyes are semi-open here, they immediately go back to being closed. So it's more, it's gonna be like boop boop. In which case I would like to modify that just a bit. Oh! So you can like create her look. Oh. I mean, she still has moments where she doesn't have anything, like in episode 1 and some clips in this episode as well. And now if you play the whole thing, oh, magic! Blink! Oh, wait! Blink! Whoa! There you go. But anyways, that's what we have. This frame is not done yet, that's the first one. I want him to look at his staff first, and then he's gonna look to the right. I mean, to his left. But, woo! A staff! Let me try it. Ah! Hehe! That's gonna be, of course, a proud one. But yeah, what I want to hear is that Adeline has been drawing them other versions of their weapon that they can use for training. And the thing with those is that it doesn't hurt, really. You feel something, like maybe a little spark when you've been hit, but it's not the same as if they were using their real weapons to train, because you can imagine Proud One having a sword to train can lead to a lot of unnecessary injuries. So Adeline decides to just draw them other versions. So Proud One tries to, cut his arm, and he realizes, hey, it doesn't hurt. It's like magic and stuff. And the general is really happy about this. He really likes fighting and training, so having a weapon that allows him to fight without all the injuries that goes after is great for him. So he immediately wants to try it on Proud One. And it doesn't hurt as much, but you still feel something. And Proud One, being proud, doesn't like when people attack him from the back. He prefers a fair fight. So he's kinda annoyed at the general, and the general is just happy to be here and annoying. So yeah, that's just that. I don't know if I want Proud One to attack back, or to slash his sword like quickly, so it helps the audience know that yes, those weapons don't hit as much, and have the general just flinch a little bit, but not being too phased by it. I think I will. I forgot one part of the staff here, and I hate myself for that. You gotta go, Shushu? Oh, I cannot speak anymore. Thank you, Shushu, for being here. Good luck with classes, It's Sid! What's up, mate? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to call out the lurking. Gimme and Sid are great, and you should follow them both. Please do that. And I forgot the sphere here. Hello! It's great to see you, mate. I hope you've been alright. I hope you've been great. Oop. So I just do that real quick. Hold on. I can use this control thing. Up. And there you go. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I just see that I forgot to erase this part, but other than this. Oh! Please! Yeah, I'm happy. I like that. I think it looks nice. Voice could be improved and whatnot, but you know what I mean? Get it right, that's it. And then move on. You have more stuff to do. You cannot just stay on one single thing. That I don't even need to worry too much about because... Oh. It's gonna go so fast. I'll add some effects here, like lines. Just... Okay, I think I'll do one more thing before I call it. This is pretty much done here. I don't want to work too much on this part. This is the more interesting one. Because here I'm gonna do an overshoot, like I was talking about previously. Not necessarily. I'll see, but it's gonna be fun to work on that. This is gonna be... this is gonna be average. I can do that offline. But it's easy to do. That's busy work. So I'm just gonna change the colors. That's gonna be blue. Oh, Mario. Oh, I am Mario. I can have that being red. That as no, I'll have that blue. And this will be red. Yes, it's a notepad. It's a shitty notepad for now, but it's gonna look great. In fact, you can see them at the beginning here. Being their weapon. Whoa! Whoa! Weapons and stuff! They get rid of the one they have. And they get the new one. And then it cuts to this. Yeah, the initial part here is gonna be longer. Because it goes too fast. It doesn't leave the audience the time to process what's happening. So I'm gonna make it longer. I'm gonna do it now, so at least it's done. Prod 1. Let's increase that by 33 frames, I think. Because I have to think that he's gonna look at his sword, try to... And then he's gonna be excited at the fact that it doesn't hurt. And the general needs to react to that. So he's looking at his weapon. You'll need to... I'm gonna have something here, just in case, so it's easier to select. But I'm gonna increase that by... Yeah, that was 33. So... There we go. That should do it. So he's looking at his weapon. Looking at Proud One. And yeah, now... Oh, Mario! Yeah, this needs to be longer, so... And that goes here. So now I can have more time here. So they don't fight for attention, you know? First you're looking at the general, who's gonna look at Proud One, then Proud One is gonna do his thing. Then back at the general, who just realized that, oh, so many possibilities with this weapon. And then, yeah, it's not the most exciting thing in existence, but there we go. I like that. I think the general takes a bit too long to realize the power within. You know what I mean? Maybe that. Hey, yeah. Yeah, but it's still a bit too long. You know. Maybe that is good enough. Yeah, because it's gonna be... Yeah, great. Wow. Yeah, that's perfect. And wow, and Pro 1. Perfect. Yeah. Sweet. Let's do this. I won't worry about the eyes because they are the least interesting thing to do when it comes to the company, and the more annoying. I'm talking about the stars and everything. So I'll keep that offline after the stream. But at least I can do some fun stuff and showcase how I do things. That's always nice. I'm gonna favor the blue one like I did before, you know? I stay here. That's gonna be a weird one. Weird one. Yeah, that's the thing with timing and everything. Always making sure the characters have a believable reaction time. It's like one thing I see in cartoons where you know, it's from the point of view of the character. Like, you know, they're looking for, I don't know, there's like a character that's like dazed and confused on the floor, and they're looking for it in a room full of shit, like a box or whatever. Oh, box and dust and everything, and you know, they go like, oh, where am I? Oh, wait, you. It's like that, dude, you open your eyes, you immediately see the thing. You don't go like, oh, what is it? Oh, it's like Dora the Explorer type of reaction. And same thing for timing. You know, you need to give the character the time to analyze something and then come to a conclusion and then react to that. It's not just them looking at the thing for 1,000 years. You know, or as a way to serve for exposition by showing the thing for 1,000 minutes. They gotta respect the audience, you know. By the time the character has figured that one thing out, the audience is already trying to move on to what's gonna happen next. Like, okay, I've seen this object now. What does it do? And then the other characters go like, oh, and this is the object. Yes, this is indeed the magic staff of magic. Like, alright, dude. I think everybody got that now. No, I don't know. Some cartoons sometimes it just, I don't know. I know it's a cartoon and whatever, but I like stuff to make sense sometimes. Just imagine, like, if that's the reaction time these people have, life is gonna suck. You hear you know, a fire alarm, and it takes them 20 minutes to realize, oh, fire, and then do something. Well, in real life, you know, you hear that, immediately you know something is going on, so you do something about it, you move, and then you process that this is specifically the fire alarm, so you just avoid fire. You know, your brain is like, oh, okay, fire is somewhere here, do something. But they don't like stand there like, what is this sound? That's the fire alarm. That means there's fire somewhere. And then they do something. It's like, dude. It don't make sense. It's like, I always think about this like in mostly in the anime, when people have their inner monologue. Usually it works because it's from a manga. So in a manga, you know, anything can happen in a short span, you know. Usually when you have characters talking to themselves, it's because it's a one panel thing in the manga, and you can imagine that, oh well, they think about all of that in less than a third of a second, like any other normal person would. But in the animated adaptation, they have to make sure that most of the info the character is thinking about is said, so it just ends up with a still image of the character saying this entire wall of text while they're staying here, and most of the time it happens during a fight. So in the manga, it makes sense. Oh, you know, time freeze, and this is what the character is thinking about. Oh, in animated form, you have stuff like I don't know, freeze as 3 minutes or whatever that is. In 3 minutes, I'm gonna destroy the entire planet, and then it just ends up being like 5 episodes or some shit. I don't know. It's weird. Hector, hello. How you doing? During my work hours, you have to move to Europe, right? You just got back home? Oh, okay. Yeah, usually that's usually the time I mean, I usually stop 2 hours from now, yeah. So you have no time to catch me. I know, it's not the greatest, but today I can go for longer. It's good. Whoa! But I hope you've been great. I hope everything is alright. If I sound a little nasally today, it's because I am in fact sick. So yeah, it's normal if you don't hear me for a couple of seconds and you see the pie still emoting. It's because it's picking up the blowing noise sound effects. Stuff has been good. Nice. Yeah, but you gotta remember, you know, if it was that easy, everybody would be a damn astronaut or something like this. At the end, you see you working. You can proudly say, I did that. I did this. This comes from my little hands, you know? I don't know how this is gonna look, but I hope not shite, you know. Nice. I'm gonna try something here, but I don't know how it is going to look. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm okay. Okay, I think this is gonna look good. Let's have a little bounce here so it doesn't look too boring. Off. Bam, let's see. Yeah. Up. I just need one more here. There we go. I think after this one I'm gonna call it. But it's been great, really. I didn't think I was able to do anything today, really. I didn't even want to stream at some point. I just wanted to lay down and just try to get better, but I think I've been getting better when I got home. So I had the energy to just stream today. I'm glad I did. I'm gonna continue that, of course, after the stream. Maybe finish the general, I don't know. But I have another part planned. I think I'm gonna animate the general in the first part of this. You know, when he's getting his weapon. I'm gonna leave Proud One for offline. And yeah. Good progress. On the line art layer, yeah, that's a staff. Hold on, I'm gonna show you real quick. So, here they're on Adeline's notepad. and she made them like drawings of their weapons that they can use to train, as opposed to just having their lethal weapons. And Proud One is trying that and realizes that it doesn't cut, it doesn't hurt. Not as much, at least. You can feel something, but it's not like fighting with a literal sword while training. You know, this is less dangerous now that these weapons, these magic weapons she made, exist. And the general is excited about this idea because he loves fighting in general. Get it? He loves fighting. So having a weapon that allows him to train without the side effects of getting beat up at the end makes him pretty happy. So he immediately wants to try it on Proud One. You know, just to have fun. So that's that. Here we go. Non-lethal weapons. Yeah, I hope people will like it. I guess. I'm liking how this is going. But yeah, I'll be really happy when I can go back to regular episodes and not just super long ones. Ooh. Just this one, and that's it. Oh, what is this line? Bam. There we go, it eases out. And that's good enough. Don't know why it doesn't have a foot here. Oh, it's because... Of course. This is there. There we go. I just have to delete that. This. And he's finished. Not everything, of course. I don't know if I'm finishing tonight or maybe... I think I'll keep that for next stream. You know? Yeah. So that way I'll have more stuff to work on. I'm happy. I'm happy. Good shit. Let's see. You know what? You know what? Let's go to Lumpy. He's a good lad. He's funny. I like Lumpy. So yeah, thank you everybody for being here. As always, it's always great to be streaming in general. And you know, having people drawing alongside is always a nice thing. So yeah, I'll be back when I'll be back. I don't know when, but yeah, maybe, I don't know. I'll be back when I'll be back. But thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Take care.